Ready for another round? It's Brewsday Tuesday. Here's DreZ and Big Nate.
I could not be more ready. It is Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store in downtown Blacksburg. As I mentioned, all of these came from there. So if you're looking for some NAs, they got them. And if you're looking for some big beers, oh, do they have them? I just popped from Jack's Abbey. Right there. You know that it's going to be amazing. But this is a bourbon barrel aged. It's a framing hammer, by the way. This is the cashew turtle.
Ooh.
So this is going to be sweet. It's going to be delicious. I'll go ahead and read you the side label. I don't know if this is specific for. Oh no, this is just talking about the framing hammers. Which I'm trying to think. We must have done at least one of these on the show. I know we've done some at the B3S, but framing hammer is a unique creation that pays homage to our hometown of Framingham, Massachusetts. This is a hardworking city that can handle some heavy lifting beer and appreciates good craftsmanship. The framing hammer base is perfectly suited for creating decadent barrel-aged versions every year. Each batch spends a lengthy conditioning period in various casks to create a smooth, chocolatey texture that complements some creative additions, hence the cashew. Watson's has been handcrafting delicious confections has been creating delicious confections for 90 years, and we've been known to indulge a time or two. So we thought it would be fun to create this framing hammer inspired by the chocolate cashew turtle candies. Check out their work at watsoncandies.com. So I don't know if these are the candies that I make every year for Christmas. I make the little cashew turtles. I'm guessing that's what it is, where it's like essentially a pretzel. You heat up a Rojo, the chocolate caramel, and then you put the.
That's what my brain.
Oh no, it's a pecan. It's not a cashew. It's a pecan. I don't know.
Turtles are turtles.
I'm down to try the other one as well, but this is going to be absolutely delicious. Should I even just give out a 5 before I even pour it into my glass? No, I can't do that, but it's going to be right up there. There's no doubt about it.
I've got the Lagunitas Woodshop Series Willetized. It's a coffee stout aged in rye oak barrels. The 2022 edition, 13.1% ABV on the label. And it says right here on the side in very fine print, going to test my eyes from our friend, the Kentucky distiller JD. Oh, JD Willett. All right, there it actually says it himself. We have one type of barrel, wood, and we put 2 things in them. And once they're sufficiently spent, we score some of those scrutable casks from JD and put 1 thing in them, beer. The taste tells it's good to have friends. Let us know what you think. And then they've got a phone number that I'm not going to dial right now, but
we could.
Little JD,
you got to try it first.
JD Willett Rye, little coffee stout.
So yeah, I gave that one to you for 2 reasons. 1, because you had the Lagunitas the last round, and 2, because you're the coffee boy. You're the coffee boy of this bunch. Although, I'll be honest, man, some of those beers, some of those stouts, coffee stouts can be enjoyable even for me. But I figured that one in particular might hit the note just because it is so big. Oh, we missed the big. I forgot the ABV. This is 12%, and yours was what, 13.1? 13.1. So you even got the bigger beer out of the bunch.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I think first round I also got the better NA option.
You didn't like the athletic?
I did, but it would have been like a 3.75.
Yeah, it's funny. I thought the same thing when I was drinking yours. So
damn tasty.
I chose wisely on that round as well.
As a plain seltzer water, if you're not going into it rating it for a beer show, it would have been a 5. If you were rating it for a soda or seltzer show.
Yeah, you're right. It was not bad. It was not bad, but that's not, I mean, I'm more of a beer guy than a seltzer guy, first and foremost. So, I also wanted to do this round. Well, I mean, you can't go this round and then do the other one, but it also makes sense because this is obviously barrel aged, whiskey, all that good stuff. And I might have mentioned it or alluded to it, but I'm heading to Louisville tomorrow. So this is a nice little send off, nice little segue into me being gone and heading to bourbon country, which I've thought about it. I do think I'm going to need to try and stop in a liquor store or something, because
Yeah.
the damn drops here in Virginia are just,
Disappointing.
yeah, well, it's just silly. And if you're going to where you can, hopefully you would think readily just get it and it's all available, I might need to actually just
I assume
stock
it's like
up.
the promised land, really.
Mm.
I've never, again, since drinking, that's another one of those places that I went before I could fully appreciate it. I'd kind of want to go back because
Oh, you definitely should.
bourbon's my jam.
Doing the bourbon trail, it's a lot of fun. But unfortunately, I mean, we're not going to go to any distilleries or anything. But I figure there's
No, you'll
probably
be
at
busy
least
otherwise.
there's at least a liquor store or two nearby that we could stop in. I am planning. So obviously on Saturday we got the tech game, so I'm not going to be able to really chime in and hop on the air anyway. So I think Saturday, if I had to guess, is the day that I might venture out and go to like a brewery or two that's within walking/running distance. We did that.
Huntington's not that far from Louisville.
Yeah, but we're taking
It's a road.
we're
tailgate.
taking the Bear V. So once you set up, you can't.
No, that's true.
We're not going to be able to. I mean, I guess you could try an Uber or something, but
That's a drive.
yeah,
That's not worth the Uber price.
no, probably not. Probably not. So, but it'll be a good time. Got a long list of bands I want to see, and BB's got outfits planned and picked out. That's the thing. She's not so big into the band. She's more excited about planning her outfits.
I was gonna say, she does seem like, does she plan your outfits as well?
Hell no. She hates that I wear that damn leather jacket every time. Although this is going to be more appropriate. It's going to be a lot cooler. I wear the damn leather jacket, Ohio in May, and that one can be a bit, but this one, I think it'll be a bit cooler. Honestly, I haven't really looked at the forecast, but
There's nothing wrong with a leather jacket.
yeah, you have to. So I'm just going to wear that every day. I wear the same outfit every day. The only thing that changes is the bandana and the band t-shirt.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's jeans, boots, leather jacket, battle jacket.
And I mean, that's respectable. I know you've made a comment to me before about it. Will you wear the t-shirt for the headliner you're most excited to see?
No, not day of.
But
you don't wear it.
So like the next day.
Yeah, that's allowed. That's totally fine. And in fact, she's going to be doing that because Foo Fighters play Thursday, and she's got a Dave Grohl shirt that that Bill did for his new series. She got that at Sonic Temple, so she's going to be wearing that. Not Thursday. She knows the rules. I'm not going to allow that to fly. But I haven't even picked out the wardrobe. I just got to go through and see what band t-shirts still fit me that I can throw on.
I've discovered, I mean, obviously, if you're watching on video, you can see I don't put a lot of thought into it. I'm wearing my 1924 World Champions, the district. Back when the Washington Senators at the time won the baseball championship the first time. I just grabbed it out of my dresser this morning. All right, well, feeling red today.
Yeah, well, usually how I do my shirts is I just cycle through them, and I just grab from the right side of the closet, and once they get washed, then they go on the back on the left side. So that's usually how I do it. But when it comes to being at a metal festival, obviously I'm not going to wear like a beer shirt, although I do have a couple beer shirts that would be cool to wear. It would be appropriate, but usually you try and pick some good band shirts.
The wife gets so annoyed with me because she's like, you keep recycling and wearing the same wardrobe every week, and it's like, well, those are my comfortable shirts with silk screens that aren't because my biggest thing is you get the tour t-shirt, you don't want to wash it too many times because the silk screen's gonna degrade.
Yeah, and then you just
hate that.
Just got to retire it, man. I mean, I got so many shirts that
I don't know what I'm planning for. Is this the shirt I'm gonna wear at my funeral? I don't know, but
it's tough, man.
I do save. There are some my Suicidal Tendencies t-shirt with Charlie Manson on the front of it. One of my favorite shirts, but I break it out very rarely.
because you don't want. Well, that's
I
the
don't
other
want the
thing is that
silkscreen to get ruined.
once you wear it enough, it just adds the character to the shirt. So
Drives me
I don't
nuts.
pause that. Like if I get a shirt, it gets a cut in or whatever. You know, the biggest issue with me is, I've lost weight and stuff. So I have tons and tons of tour shirts that are like XLs that I could not wear, and in theory, hopefully, won't be wearing again because I'm a lot a lot healthier size and whatnot. So I don't know what to do with those, but I can't bring myself to. My mom's like, oh, I can make a quilt out of them or whatever, but
Can and
I-
should.
no, man. I don't know.
That's eventually what I'm gonna do.
You think?
I was cleaning out the kids' closet, which is where I keep I've got two of those big ass Rubbermaid containers filled with t-shirts, just like folded in, packed as far as they'll go. And I think I'm gonna have to make a quilt or 7. I think I can make a full family quilt at this point. Like it'll just cover everyone.
I mean, oh, dude, I could have a quilt that could cover the house. I mean, I just feel like this shirt wasn't made to be a quilt. I feel like there's somebody out there that would love nothing more than to have that shirt.
There's a website that does I guess it would kind of be like eBay, but it's for like vintage concert t-shirt shirts. And I've seen some crazy things go for some money. Like I've got a 1992 White Zombie tour t-shirt that like I bought off the site for like $70.
Mm.
It wasn't going for $70 then.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm a little torn on that. I don't want to hang on to them to make a buck, but at the same time, my mind is like, I would want somebody to have it that would really appreciate it. But I guess if they're spending money,
exactly.
yeah.
See?
So I guess it makes sense. Maybe that would be the avenue to go around. But at the same time, I'm one of those people that likes stuff and doesn't want to get rid of anything.
I'll absolutely keep every t-shirt. I think quilt's going to be my best option because I will have a hard time. Like in my brain, it's the one thing like that I keep and I have a justification for it is like, look, I will get rid of everything else in this house. There's so many things that I haven't used in forever, but these t-shirts, man, they're memories.
Mm-hmm. Especially when, I have a lot of cool band t-shirts that, you just buy. But I mean, if it's from the tour, if it's from the gig, that's one that's really hard to just cut up into a shirt or to just donate. Like I went through and weeded out like a lot of the shirts that are too big for me now. I went through and just, did a purge and a Goodwill or a Plato's Closet or whatever, whatever. Just donated them, got rid of them because it's like, all right, I don't plan on ever wearing this again.
Yeah.
So no sense in hoarding it.
Yeah,
There's the concert tees that you paid $30, $40, and you remember, oh yeah, that show, like that's tough, man.
I've got some wild ones. And that my daily wear drawer, as I call it, there's not a single tour t-shirt in there. And that's another thing that, of course, gets me in trouble. But it just, I have such a hard time, and I honestly probably should have gotten married in one of them just for the hell of it, because I know like you can't be buried with it. I mean, I probably could. It's my decision, but
but you at least have kids. I mean, in theory, hopefully your little ones will follow in your footsteps and really appreciate and like good rock music. And I would have loved nothing more than if like my dad saw Sabbath back in 72 and he had a tour shirt that he gifted down to me. That would be the coolest thing ever. I mean, so you're able to do that. That's
true.
In my mind, that's what you should do with those shirts.
Thank you. I've got another.
You have to keep them. You have to keep them.
There we go.
It's for the children,
for the kids.
Yeah. I mean, for real, that's the other thing is first of all, you don't have concert actual tickets anymore. Yeah. I always thought that would be the thing to do. I wish I had kept my tickets for forever, but now not so much because I would just be mad that I don't even have tickets anymore. I don't really take pictures at shows because I'm pretty
you gotta be
anti that. Yeah. So what I do is I get a t-shirt. If it's a good band, even if I don't really even like the t-shirt that much, I will go and spend $40 freaking on a damn shirt. I don't know if I brought it up on the air, but that Offspring show that we went to, Granted, it was one of the it wasn't quite a t-shirt. It was what is that, three-quarter sleeve, the
3/4 sleeve,
baseball
the
tee.
baseball tee.
That was a $70 shirt. $70. I still haven't even worn it since I got it.
No, I really wanted merchandise from all three bands at that show, but I was like, look, we are gonna go bust here.
Mm-hmm. It's outrageous. And the reason why it's getting more and more expensive is because the damn venues take so much of a cut
Yeah.
now. It's absurd. Like 40%. I mean, that's
There was a festival recently that Sleep Token was playing. Not gonna name any names.
We all know the crappy festival that just yeah.
Yeah.
I think we know. I think we can read between
Blue
the
Ridge
lines.
Rock Fest was
Yeah.
taking 40%.
40%.
40%. And Sleep Token's like, yeah, no, we don't have any merch here. Just
We can't
go
afford
to
it.
our website.
Yeah, that's what
buy the tour t-shirt there.
That's what I would
Wink, wink.
recommend. And it would be cheaper for them. They would make more money. I mean, you can actually get because sometimes they run out and stuff.
Between streaming and like album sales, merch is where they make their money. So now you've got
That's why I always would buy
festivals, like,
shirts. But now they even took that
predators.
away from them.
Yeah, like no, that's not okay.
It's terrible. It is terrible. You can tell you can tell this going from an NA beer to a 12%er, man. Got me on my
Did you have lunch
soapbox
today?
today. Actually, I've not eaten a single thing yet today. So that might have something to do with it as well. Liquid diet for yours truly, baby. Let's do it. Mm-hmm.
It's definitely got the calories.
Yeah. I mean, it works out. It's the yin and the yang. It's the balance. So yeah, Jack Abbey's. I guess we can get back to it. I haven't even really been keeping track of the time. It doesn't really matter that much, does it? Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, we can. So Jack Abbey's, the craft lagers, man, they're all really good. I will say, this one is not my favorite. This is the 2022, by the way, and we've gone over,
ABV
barrel aged stuff like this. It can age. There's no doubt about it. That being said, though, this is out of the Framing Hammer beers I've been lucky enough to try. This is probably not my favorite. So I'm glad I didn't just give it a 5 out of the gate. It's still delicious. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I guess I also haven't had a cashew turtle. So I don't really have. I'm used to.
You're gonna
I'm
have
used
one
to
and just
the-
be like, well, that was dead on.
I'm used to the pecan turtles. Pecan. Where you stand on that? Pecan.
Pecan. I genuinely do say pecan, and I feel
Really?
stupid every time I say it. But I also feel stupid when I say pecan, so I just don't eat them.
Honestly, I feel like it's one of those ones where, like
I bet pecan or pecan pie is delicious, but I've never tried it because I'm so terrified to order it because I know there's such.
You don't want to say it wrong. So that is my favorite kind of pie, by the way. But I think it's similar to me with Caribbean and Caribbean. I think it depends on how I'm using it in the sentence. Like I will definitely say pecan sandies. I don't say pecan sandies.
I would say pecan sandies.
Yeah, nobody says pecan sandies. I've never seen it. I've never heard.
Pecan sandies.
Can I have a
would have
pecan
to be the-
sandy?
Like pronunciation.
Yeah. So, but I think I almost use. I think I say pecan. But I saw a
It's
meme,
legitimately
and it's
my
like
least favorite nut because of that pronunciation distinction.
yeah,
They're delicious, but
they're good. That being said,
saying the word,
a cashew turtle, apparently it's cashews. That's easy to say.
I love cashews.
So I do like that about it. That's nice, but it's definitely good. I mean, it's sweet. It certainly has the ABV. I don't know. It's just, I think it's missing something. Honestly, maybe I want it to be a little sweeter. If this is because it's a dessert beer, essentially bourbon barrel dessert cashew turtle. I would expect it to be a bit sweeter, which, for some people this would probably be right on the nose. Fantastic. It's still great beer. I guess I'm just gonna give it a 4.5. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be.
Right.
Given the series, the Framing Hammer series is phenomenal. You got to try them. If you ever come across one, it's worth a try. I'm not regretting getting it. That's for sure. But it's not the best that I've had from that series.
So Lagunitas doesn't half-ass anything. This woodshop series it's fascinating. There are plenty of really good coffee shops in the area, and if you were ever looking for maybe, I don't know, some after hours options, this would be perfect on the menu.
Mm.
You may have to hire security, you may have to like get an ABC license, but this is absolutely delicious. The coffee is coming through. You're probably gonna hate it.
Oh, really?
But the rye is also coming through, and it balances so much better than like bourbon would, which I believe back when we did our Irish coffee show, we did Irish whiskey, and then we did dabble in some bourbon. This is a 5. I can't find anything wrong with it. It's delicious. 13.1% ABV at time of bottling, 2022. I don't know the conditions it was sitting in, but it definitely feels like it might be stronger than that.
Might be. Could be. Yeah.
Highly recommend it. And if Mikey hasn't sold it all out, I will race you guys
Yeah. I was going to say.
straight to the cellar.
So there you go.
I'm gonna win.
You can still go and get you some if it ain't gone over there at our sponsor, the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store in downtown Blacksburg. Definitely get out there and check out the selection, especially as I mentioned, the sours from last week. The sour selection right now is ridiculous that they have. And I feel like that will be somewhat of a seasonal deal because summertime, I guess.
We don't have apple sours.
Is it still technically summertime? I think we're right on the cusp. But either way, it'll be there for a little bit. But the beer, those shelves are going to change very soon. So if that's what you're into, you might want to go and stock up. In fact, we probably need to go back and stock up for BB. But yeah, they're all available down there. Mikey's a good guy. He'll steer you in the right direction. That's a wrap on Brewsday Tuesday. That's a wrap for me. Next time you're going to be hearing from yours truly, I will be down in Louisville Thursday, Louder Than Life. So yeah, looking forward to that. JT's up next with Just Tunes. So be sure to stick around and keep it locked right here. 105.3 The Bear. See you.